Welcome to the channel. Today we make history on this channel as we take a closer look at two fights in one video. Today we take a closer look at the semifinals of the high-stake Kingpyn tournament. On July 15th we will witness two huge YouTube boxing matches in Dublin, as Anasanjo takes on Jarvis and Whinderson Nunes takes on Kingpyn. All four men will look to cement their legacy and reach the finals of the first ever YouTube boxing tournament. Both fights are truly even matchups and can end up being two of the best YouTube boxing fights in history. Now let's take a look at these two fights. The first fight I will talk about is the fight between Anasanjo and Jarvis. Anasanjo has a record of 5 wins and 1 loss. Anasanjo's last 2 fights were against his arch-rival in Austin McBroom. In both fights Anasanjo came out victorious. In his last performance, Anasanjo pressured Austin for 3 straight rounds, which led to Austin quitting the fight in the third. Austin stated he was injured, but either way the fight was going to end soon as Anasanjo had Austin very fatigued, and if the fight would have gone longer, Gib would have gotten his second straight knockout. Gib looked pretty great in this fight as he was easily putting pressure on Austin and only got caught once during the fight. Now we take a look at his opponent Jarvis. Jarvis has a record of 2 wins and 0 losses. In Jarvis' last fight, he made Tom Zanetti quit due to the amount of pressure Jarvis was putting on him. Jarvis took Tom Zanetti's best punches and kept walking forward. Jarvis making Tom quit was very impressive as Tom's last opponent was Slim and Slim was not able to knock him out. Jarvis was taking a lot of punches in order to land some punches back, which was an effective game plan for him against Tom. This game plan will not work against Gib as Gib wouldn't allow Jarvis to land the same amount that Jarvis was landing on Tom. In Jarvis' last 2 fights, he has never been pressured like how Anasanjo pressures his opponents. One thing for sure is Jarvis will be ready, since it's definitely something he's been working on in the Mayweather gym. Now let's take a look at the other semifinal matchup. Whinderson Nunes will be taking on Kingpyn in the second semifinal. This fight can end up being one of the best technical fights in YouTube boxing history. Whinderson has a boxing record of 2 wins and 1 draw and 0 losses. In his last fight, Whinderson had the Brazilian crowd rocking the OVO Wembley Arena. He showed a great display of boxing and dissecting his opponent by targeting his body, which led to him winning his fight with a beautiful body shot. Now let's take a look at his opponent. Kingpyn has a boxing record of 3 wins and 2 losses. In his last fight, Kingpyn finally showed that aggressiveness we knew he possessed. Kingpyn lost his Ashley Raxa due to him not being active with his punches, but in his Kingpyn quarterfinal match he finally threw his hands, which resulted in him getting a round 2 knockout over my mate Nate. For Kenny, the best way to beat Whinderson is keeping the jab in his face and not letting Whinderson get any close to his body. For Whinderson, he needs to try to avoid the deadly jab of Kingpyn and get around it. Overall, we have 2 huge matches set for the Kingpyn semifinals. Who will walk out of Dublin victorious and head to finals at the O2? Let me know who you have winning in these semifinals matches. See you next time.